What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Vertus today, bringing you guys back with a brand new episode of Death Note. Today we are going to be watching episode number 10 entitled Doubt. The last episode we actually got to see, it was a very, very crazy scene. One of the best scenes so far up until this point of the show, man. We got to see L confront Kira, or should I say Light, because he doesn't know that Light is Kira at this point, but he very obviously suspects Light as being Kira as a high percentage. I mean, high percentage is being 5%, but when you think about the whole entire world, 5% actually is a lot. So he's very suspicious of Light, and he chose to move in real close last episode and confront Light himself and say basically, hey, I'm L. He just put him on this spot so fast. Basically, if it was a chess match, L would have put Light in checkmate right then and there if it was a chess match, man. That was such a crazy scene. I'm excited to see what happens next, man. Last episode, by the end of the episode, we actually got to see Light start to kind of panic and kind of get really frustrated that, you know, L put him in this situation, and then he started laughing like a maniac, saying, okay, you want to play this game? Let's play this game. So it's gonna be really, really fun. Obviously, the battle of the wits, even Light himself said that it's gonna be a battle of the wits, and I can't wait to see what happens next. Hopefully you guys are excited for the reaction. If you guys are, you guys already know what to do. Be sure to leave a like on this video, subscribe to this channel if you guys are new to this channel. That'd be greatly appreciated. Also, bear in mind that I do in fact have a Patreon, so if you guys do want to go through and view the full episode reactions, get early access content and exclusive series reactions, you guys can find all of that over there on the Patreon page. Over there we have exclusive shows like Konosuba, God of High School, One Piece, Dragon Ball, Noblesse, lots of shows over there, so check it out if you guys are interested. And I do plan to make the exclusive shows grow and grow and grow. Lots of shows are going to be over there on the Patreon page as exclusive only shows to Patreon. You guys can find that over there. The link will be at the top of the description down below. Thank you guys so much for your support over there on the Patreon page. Needless to say, though, I've talked long enough. Let's go through and jump right into episode number 10 of Death Note. Where are we at? Subway station? Oh, tennis court. Someone's playing tennis.
I never thought you'd ask me to play tennis as a way to get to know each other.
As a way to get to know each other. Okay, buddy.
When you first invited me to play, did you know how good I was?
I mean, he probably did.
I was actually the British junior champion.
Ooh.
If I ask him if he's British, would he think I'm trying to find out more about him because I'm Kira?
Oh my god.
Were you raised in the UK?
I lived in England for about 5 years. Nothing in that story would reveal Elle's true identity.
I love this, man. They both, like, they almost both know that the one another is, like, you know, the real deal. Like, I feel like L knows that he's Kira, and Light knows that he's L, but they just have to kind of prove it.
In and of itself, it won't determine if Light is Kira.
Oh.
But I know Kira hates to lose.
Oh, snap. They're literally going to go back and forth so much to one another about everything. Whether it's a tennis match or whatever, they're just going to be like, is this going to, like, make me look like Kira?
He who strikes first wins.
Oh, he who strikes first wins. I see you, L.
We're under orders from L not to discuss the case with anyone, including you.
Including
I'm
you.
not asking for details here, just what you're doing and where.
He can't tell you nothing. He's about to get fired real quick. Is this guy like the boss?
People are saying that the NPA is incompetent.
Oh, that's not good.
We're incompetent?
Facts.
Do you have any idea how many people are left at task force headquarters these days?
Not a lot.
You'll want to suppress the fact that most of our detectives would rather let a serial killer roam free than risk their lives.
Facts. I mean, honestly, like, most people just gave up and quit. So the people that are in the headquarters are the real ones.
Can he be trusted?
Who, L? Yeah.
In my opinion, he's a lot more capable than we are.
Really clever, really smart.
He's risking his life.
Playing a tennis match? Okay, buddy. Nah, he is.
These are the same two guys who scored perfect on the exam.
Ooh. Setting the rivalry.
Is he going to think that I'm Kira if I go for the win?
I love that we're in both their minds. It's great.
Could work against me. Since he'd expect Kira to want to win, he might also expect me to throw the match to avoid suspicion.
I mean, honestly, like, this match probably isn't gonna, like, dictate whether he's Kira or not.
I have to assume he has some other goal in mind.
Oh. Dude, the music as well.
Not going to let him.
Ooh. Get him, Light. Got him. He's going for the win.
Look at that. He's going for the win.
He's going for the win.
4 games all. Light Yagami to serve.
Oh my goodness. it's getting official.
I thought I'd heard the name Light Yagami somewhere before, so I checked. He was the 0203 junior high tennis champion.
Oh, homie was actually nice with it at tennis.
He announced that he was hanging up his racket, and I guess he hasn't played competitively since.
Where are these people coming from?
This is a token gesture, an elaborate act we'll go through so we can say we're closer.
They both know each other's motives. That's great.
You'll assume that I'm preparing to take a step closer, laying the groundwork to get to know you better.
Oh my god.
And then you're going to try and trap me.
The most intense tennis match ever.
The only way to win your trust will be to share what I know about Kira.
They're literally like battling methodically while playing like a physical sport against one another. It's funny.
So it goes without saying that the first thing you're going to want from me is some kind of confirmation that you really are L.
Oh.
We'll have to go to Task Force headquarters.
Okay, they both on the same page, literally about everything.
You must attack!
Ooh.
Game and set.
Okay, Light.
Won by Light Yagami.
Won the battle, but are you gonna win the war? That's what I want to know. It's a little bit of a taste of Light versus L.
It's been a while since I had to play that hard. I'm feeling kind of thirsty. Plus, there's something I wanted to ask you about.
Oh, what? They're like best buds on the public's view, but they both know what's going on.
Something I must tell you.
What's that?
Oh, what?
I suspect that you, Light Yagami, are in fact Kira.
You just gonna go ahead and say it like that? What do you say in this moment?
You think I'm Kira?
You think I'm Kira?
Once I'm sure you aren't Kira, and I can verify that your deductive skills are as strong as I think they are, I'd like nothing more than to have you work with me.
Ah, he wins either way. If he's Kira, he wins. If he's not Kira, he wins.
It's quite the preemptive move on his part.
So smart.
Got me.
Light, man, you might be in trouble, bro. I haven't seen you make any crazy plays. He's kind of just in a stalemate at this point.
We're so out of the way here, no one's gonna give you a hard time about the way you sit.
Let me sit like that. Hold on.
See, if I were to sit normally, my deductive skills would immediately be reduced by roughly 40%.
That makes sense. I feel a lot smarter. It's really uncomfortable. I don't recommend it. I'm gonna be honest.
Do you mind submitting yourself to a test of your deductive reasoning skills?
Wait, what?
Sure.
Oh, this is a
why not?
trap.
Sounds like fun.
Nah, Light, this is a trap.
We can begin by taking a look at these.
Ah, Light's getting set up.
You can take as long as you want to look them over. Please let me know what you think.
Ah, Light's getting set up, bro.
If I read it the way Kira intended on my first attempt, I'd only look more suspicious.
Hmm.
I think Kira wrote these, and it seems he's encoded a message for you as well.
What are you gonna say it says, Light?
Rearranging it like this gives you L, do you know? Gods of death love apples.
Oh.
Arrange it in that order, we get L, do you know? Love apples, gods of death.
What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say is the right arrangement? Uh-oh. I feel like he's getting set up.
That's incorrect.
That's incorrect.
The thing is, there were actually 4 photographs.
Ah, no there wasn't. There wasn't 4 photographs.
Gods of death who love apples have red hands.
Have red hands?
It's a fake.
Ah, we got set up.
Is he stupid?
Is he stupid?
But seeing as I only had 3 photographs to work with, my deduction was perfect.
No, it wasn't.
Ah, we fell for it.
There were 4 of them. If you'd figured that out, it would have been perfect.
Crap.
He wanted to see what my reaction would be. If I keep falling for his tricks, I'll be playing right into his hands.
Ah, bro, yeah, you gotta be careful. That was bad.
I didn't think of that.
That was really
In
bad.
any case, the likelihood this message will lead you to Kira is not very
Mmm. Him being Kira is pretty much like a little taunt. Like, this is just a dead end, buddy. This ain't gonna lead you nowhere. I know.
If you were me, faced with someone who might be Kira, how would you go about establishing this person's innocence or guilt?
Oh, we flipping the cards? Uh-oh.
Probably try to get him to say something that was never made public in any way. Something that only Kira could know.
Like he just did.
What's incredible is that I've asked countless detectives that same question, and it took most of them minutes to even come up with an answer.
But you're different. No.
You'll make a fine detective, Light.
Ah, you bluffing.
But it's a bit of a double-edged sword. The
Yeah.
more impressive my answers, the more of a suspect I become.
Yes, it's about 3%.
3%? Oh my
You
god,
see,
those
I'm in a
eyes. He
position where
knows.
Even if you are Kira, it would still be to my benefit to have you working alongside us.
That's what I said earlier. It's kind of like even if he's Kira, it works to his benefit. If he's not, it works to his benefit as well, because Light's so smart.
In other words, whether I'm Kira or not, you stand to gain either way.
Yeah. Ah, man. Light's in a bad spot.
It hardly seems fair for just one of us to be investigated, wouldn't you say?
Ooh.
At this point, neither of us can prove that we're not Kira.
Yeah, for all Light knows, if he's not Kira, then L could be Kira.
I think I'd be convinced if, say, my father or someone else from the task force headquarters was able to confirm your identity.
Oh my goodness.
You sure talk a lot, don't you, Light?
He does.
I think that's 7%.
7%?
Really be him.
It went up to 7?
If I understand you correctly and I take you to task force headquarters, you'll help us with the investigation.
Oh my god. Ooh, someone's getting a call.
Oh, there goes mine.
Oh, both of them are getting a call.
Light, your father is...
Dad?
Light,
No.
My father. He had a heart attack.
Wait, his father's dead? What? He had a heart attack. Did Light kill his own dad? Wait. I've talked about this at some point. During this reaction, I questioned whether or not Light would kill his own dad. Did he just kill his own dad? Because he died by a heart attack, and Kira kills people, for the most part, by a heart attack. Did Light kill his own dad? Just to try to clear his name?
So the doctors think stress was the only cause?
Ah, okay, so Light didn't kill his own dad. I was about to say,
You must have added to your
Jesus.
stress knowing that Light is a suspect in this investigation.
You actually told my father that?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, I did.
He even knows that I am L.
This man is L. We on the task force refer to him as Ryuzaki.
Oh, the truth comes out. He is L.
This guy is the real L.
Yeah.
My father wouldn't lie. The very same man who's been controlling the police up to this point.
It's L. It's him. I love how L sort of like, when it goes freeze frame, he's blue and then Kira's red.
I have time to sit back and watch.
Oh.
But for now, I'm the light Yagami who's worried for his father.
He's playing 2 roles, man. The role as Light Yagami and the role as Kira. It's cool. He has the ability to flip that switch whenever he wants.
Has erased any doubts I might have had regarding your true identity. I'd like nothing more than to catch Kira so I can prove once and for all that I'm not him.
Oh my god. This is such a good show, man. I love the way everything's set up. Everything plays a role. All the characters, everything's perfect.
Don't you remember my promise? That if something ever happened to you, I would find Kira and make sure he gets executed.
Oh.
I refuse to believe that my son could turn out to be Kira.
If only you knew.
Kira is pure evil.
Oh, his own dad called him evil. That's crazy.
What is truly evil is the power to kill people.
Oh.
And any person who has come to possess this kind of power is cursed.
Wow.
If Kira is just a normal person who somehow obtained this awful power, I would say that he's cursed.
Oh. Is he gonna regret any of this?
Visiting hours were over 10
I
minutes
wonder,
ago.
I wonder. What'd you just say? Go on somewhere. Nobody. That is his father on the bed who just had a heart attack. You ain't gonna tell him to get out of the hospital when his father's like, they having a conversation as well. Whatever. This is funny. The way she came in, excuse me. Visiting hours are 10 minutes ago.
Ryuga, what would it take to get you to believe that I'm not Kira?
Oh, he's getting desperate.
If you aren't Kira, it won't be necessary.
It'll just come out.
In their course, and the truth will be revealed.
Yeah, it'll just come out.
How do you think it feels to be accused of being Kira?
Awful if you're not Kira, but you are Kira.
It was one of the worst feelings ever.
Oh.
What if you were to lock me up for a month in a place with no TV?
Oh my god.
And keep a constant watch over me?
Yo, that's kind of like a maniac. That's kind of suspicious. Like, chill.
That's no good. I can't do anything that would deprive you of basic human rights.
Homie said, put me in a cell so you can 100% like make sure that I'm not Kira. Like, what?
Listening to that conversation between you and your father, I was almost convinced you might not be him.
Oh, does he mean that?
Well then.
Bye-bye. This show is getting so interesting.
He's the L I've been fighting this whole time. What is his real name?
That's what we gotta find. So L's gotta break it down of whether or not Light's Kira and get evidence for it. And Light's gotta find out L's real name.
I never once felt cursed since I picked up the Death Note.
Oh, he
In
doesn't
fact,
feel
the thought
cursed.
Never even crossed my mind.
Hmm.
I'm happier than I've ever been.
Aww.
You people must think that just mentioning Kira's name is enough to get us the ratings we need, huh?
What's going on here? It's like a TV place or what?
What I need is a good freaking story, not this crap.
Ah, they're in charge of like the articles and stuff.
It's been impossible to get details from them lately.
Idiot! I don't pay you to complain. If they won't give you anything, then get creative.
This guy, bro, he does not stop yelling.
This is for you.
Ooh, what is that? Ooh,
What is
tapes.
So who is this from?
Who's it from?
A message to the world from Kira.
Oh.
These tapes, I will kill your company's board of directors.
Oh my god. So Light just did a play.
I'm so excited I feel like I'm having a heart attack.
I'm so excited. I feel like I'm having a heart attack here. Wow. So I feel like Elle's been like the one in charge of this whole sort of thing, this whole sort of encounter between Elle and Light. I feel like Elle's been the most in charge of like what happens. I mean, even inside this episode, we actually got to see Elle pull some sort of like trap test sort of thing, and Light failed it like poorly. So now I think we are gonna see Light actually gain some control again. He basically sent these tapes to the news place, the article place, radio place, whatever it is, to broadcast whatever's on those tapes. So that's interesting, man. That was a good episode. Alright, so that was the end of that episode of Death Note, episode number 10, entitled Doubt. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that reaction. That was a really, really good episode, man. If you guys enjoyed the reaction, you guys already know what to do. Be sure to leave a like on this video if you guys haven't yet already. Subscribe to this channel. Also, bear in mind that I do in fact have a Patreon, so if you guys do want to view the full reaction to this episode or anything else on this channel, you guys can find that over there on the Patreon page. Needless to say, let's talk about this episode. As I said, episode number 10, Doubt, was a very, very, very good episode where we got to see, at the start of this episode at least, some sort of like tennis match between Light and Elle. And I really like how this episode was set up, man, because we got to see them encounter, and on the surface, to like the public and everybody else around them, they seem just like buddies, kind of just, you know, I mean, they're, you know, spending time together, getting to know one another, and they're playing tennis together, and they seem like on the surface like friends, but deep down, if you go into their thoughts, they're constantly thinking, if I say this, is it gonna make me like look suspicious on like a Light's sort of perspective? And it's just a back and forth of like, what if I say this? What if I, you know, take this approach? And it's really good. I mean, that whole just the first little section of this episode where they were playing tennis together, like Elle was thinking, okay, if he goes for the win, I know that Kira hates to lose, so does that mean like that increases his chance of being Kira? And like Light was even thinking the same thing, like if I just like drop the match just because, will that make me look suspicious, or should I actually try to win, or is that gonna make me look suspicious? And they just keep on going back and forth, and I love it. I mean, even before the tennis match, what did Light say? He asked where he was from or something, and then Elle said, I was raised in England or something, but none of that's gonna reveal the fact that I am Elle, or it's gonna reveal my real name or something like that. And I just love the back and forth and the little just like subtle, like I know you know that I know that you know, sort of like thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a subtle little like subtle tension, I guess you could say, and I guess you could call it. It's like a subtle tension throughout this whole sort of encounter between Light and Elle, and I love that so much because it just creates a really cool dynamic, and it really just enhances this little idea of the game of wits, this little methodical chess match between the two, and it makes it really, really interesting. So as I said, they did this little tennis match. Light ended up actually winning, so he went for the win, and it basically came down to a conclusion that whether, you know, he goes for the win or whether he tries to just, you know, drop the match and lose, it's not going to reveal the fact that he's Kira. I mean, the tennis match isn't going to reveal anything in the grand scheme of things, but that's when things got interesting, was after the match, because after the match they were talking, and that is when Elle said, he just said outright, like, hey, Light Yagami, I think that you are Kira. And Light's reaction, man, he should be an actor, bro. He should really be an actor, because his reaction was just a subtle little laugh, like a little cheery laugh, like, you think I'm Kira? Nah, man. He played that off way too smooth. Like I said, I feel like Elle's been controlling this whole sort of episode. They eventually went to a cafe, and that's where things really went bad for Light. I mean, that's when I think he said the chances of Light being Kira is like 3%. And it raised after that cafe scene to 7%, because he did some sort of like test to see what, you know, Light would do to reveal the fact that, you know, any subtle clues to the fact that he's actually Kira, and he failed horribly, because he pulled out these cards. We know that Kira made these like little hints in these little cards a few episodes back, I think in like episode 2, 3, 4, or 5 or something like that, and it said, Elle, do you know gods of death love apples? But little did Light know, Elle just threw in a wild card and said, the phrase actually is, Elle, do you know gods of death who love apples have red hands, or something like that. And the whole sort of line about the red hands is made up, but Light wouldn't know that it was made up, so he should be able to come up with a possible like conclusion that, okay, there actually could be a hidden card to this, but he didn't. And that is where he messed up, man, because it made him look suspicious. This made him look really, really suspicious, and Elle even said himself that, okay, it went from like 3% to 7%. Could it really be him? And that was not a good look. But then things got drastic, things got crazy. I thought my man Light killed his dad, because they both got a call, and it was announced that there was some terrible news that Light's dad, the chief, had a heart attack. And I thought for a second that Light killed his dad to like clear his name in a way, because I don't think that Light would kill his own dad, at least on the surface. Why would he do that? You know, so if he did kill his own dad, then it would kind of like clear his name in a way, if that makes sense. So I thought for a second Light really did that, but thankfully, I think that is where Light kind of draws the line. I don't think he'd go that far into like bringing his family into being the ones who are like murdered and stuff, you know? So I feel like that's some somewhat good news when it comes to Light's humanity, if he has any, which we obviously see that he has some, because he was actually worried about his dad. At least I think he was worried, because I mean, he was thinking in his mind, like, I need to act how, you know, Light Yagami would act. So I don't know if he was like putting on an act to like be like his normal self, or he was like genuinely like concerned for his dad. I feel like he was genuinely concerned for his dad. So I think that plays a part in like why L himself actually said that, you know, this whole little scene of him talking to his dad makes it seem that he's not Kira, because he was actually like genuinely concerned for his dad. So I feel like Light's gotta like just chill for a second and be his normal self and like take Kira out of the equation for a little bit, because that was the only thing he did inside this episode. Whenever he was actually genuinely himself, was whenever, you know, L was like, okay, he might not actually be Kira, you know what I mean? So I'm very, very interested to see where this show goes. It really blows my mind that we're literally on episode 10 and they are already doing what they're doing in this show. It's crazy. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the reaction. If you guys did, you already know what to do. Be sure to leave a like on this video, subscribe to this channel if you guys are new. Check out the Patreon if you guys want to get the best viewing experience over there. You guys will find that on the Patreon page. It comes with exclusive shows as well, full uncut episode reactions, and early access content to all the videos that we make on this channel. But needless to say, that's going to do it for episode number 10 of Death Note. The episode entitled Doubt. That was a really good episode. This show gets better and better and better. It's just like a complete roller coaster, man, and I see why there's so much hype with the show Death Note. This show is amazing, so I'm very curious to see what happens next. But needless to say, I'll be seeing you on the next one. Peace!